So last week we sent out this nice email that to all the brokers and branch offices that really got a lot of great reception. It's titled, When Will This Cattle Market Break? And we want to kind of put some more timing on this whole issue. And we know from this placements, placements, these are new calves and feeders going into feedlots to feed out. We know that they're large, and they've been large for some time. So we've got November, December, and January. And these numbers will be coming out of the feedlot between May and around early September, so pretty much hitting summer. So we know we've got a spike coming in cattle slaughter in the summer. This is due to those big placements we just finished with here. So let's keep this in mind. Big numbers coming out in summer. And we know from a historical basis, well, you kind of look here, and here's the seasonal slaughter levels. And wow, when do the biggest numbers hit anyway? The summer. So we're going to have about an 8% higher slaughter rate right smack dab in the middle of summer, right when the biggest numbers hit anyway. So this is why we've been a little concerned about this, certainly the June contract, and maybe we should be also be concerned about the August contract here. So this market, we're all pricing on this very kind of tight supply picture, which is going on right now. As you can tell by this by the seasonal chart here, usually the tightest slaughters happen right around the third week or so of March, and that's exactly what we expect here this year. So we are in kind of a little tighter plane here compared to summer, so the market's trading on this type of idea here. So tight numbers for right now. However, like we said, let's kind of keep that point in mind. The biggest numbers in summer, add on top of that, just due to all the placements we did, 8% higher than last year, hitting this summer. So that's why we certainly feel that this June contract and also August is quite fat. In terms of when it'll peak, I think we're going to have our normal peak in cash cattle probably in a couple of weeks. So right now, still keep a kind of bullish viewpoint, but certainly by the end of the month, we should start seeing this cash cattle market start to slow down and make that move as it prepares for those big numbers coming down the road. As far as trading, we talked about this spread before here, but I'm going to bring it up right here again. December, June live cattle. So if we're bearish the summer months, how about this far deferred picture? And certainly for the December cattle market, which is going to be relying on placements done, well, this spring. And we know we placed a bunch already, and we know that spring placements are going to be low. So that's why we're certainly bullish on this far deferred picture. So we got this spread on, I believe, around 517, I believe, on the report. I still think that this thing's going to hit $10. $10 wide on the December-June live cattle spread. So it's certainly a very big deal I'm sort of looking at. In terms of feedlots, guys, with cattle coming out here in the summer, I would still be very active in hedging. Currently we're about 50% sold on those summer marketing numbers, and there's some great three-way options you can certainly work out, which are doing a heck of a job. And we'll probably move to about 50%, or we'll do the remaining 50% by the end of the month, more likely. So cattle for near term, next couple of weeks, neutral to slightly positive, but in the big picture, by the end of this month, this market's going to start being a little rougher here. Over on the hog side, a little different story here. For right now, we are in a little pop here. In the month of March, we usually have about the next 2 to 3 weeks here of slightly higher slaughter numbers. We have a little higher slaughter coming here. And then in addition to these slightly higher supplies, we talked about the chicken problems. We got a little chicken oversupply we talked about from the last couple of weeks. So we've got on top of that hitting these extra slaughters here as well. Third thing to keep in mind with the hogs is we got Lent and some other things which slow down pork demand during March. So we do usually have some lower prices. And this is shown by this seasonal chart here through the dotted line. The seasonal index usually does. We break down into early April. And last year we did the exact same thing here. Here's from the second week of March down to the end of the month here. So we know that March is a rough month for hog prices. So look for lower prices than last year for the next week and a half or so. But we are certainly going to use this as a big buying opportunity in about 2 weeks here.